Hi, my name's Adele Computer. That's Adele like the singer, computer like computer. Like the word computer. Tick, 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 tick. I guess I don't have to wait. Have you ever stopped to think about whales? I mean, what the fuck? I've seen one in person, and it was kind of the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. I went to Cabo San Lucas in Mexico one time for a work trip actually, and we had a sort of like an excursion day where we could go and some people could do ATV or some people could do zip lining. I chose snorkeling, which I thought I would love, and I hated actually because the fish would get so close to me and their fins looked like tiny little razor blades on spiny little bones that could just slice me to ribbons. And every time one came near me, I was like, I hated it. I did not want a fish to touch me. Before snorkeling even comes into play, we had to take like a little raft with what's that called? A raft with a motor, a little boat from the hotel to the snorkeling site. And on the way, we see a whale and a baby whale breach out of the surface, and like they're doing like backflops. So cute. And the tour guide was like, we have to wait here. We're already too close to these whales. We have to turn off the propellers and we'll just watch them until they're far enough away that we can continue. And he's like, and we're not supposed to do this, but if anybody wants to like put their snorkel on and hop in the water to look at the whales from underwater, you can do that. And I'm like, splash in the water. You know, in there, looking at whales. And it's like one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. I know I'm not the only person to have ever seen a whale, okay? I'm under no illusion that I am the first and only person to have ever seen a whale. But when you see a whale from the surface, or you see the tip, or you see the tail, you don't really get a good idea of how big these are. I mean, maybe you've seen one, its bones like suspended in a museum or, you know, whatever. When they're fleshed out, those things are crazy looking. Underwater, it's like an upright bus, maybe two stuck together, floating sort of like diagonally in space. It's really sort of mind-blowing. Those things are like dinosaur big. Things get too big in the ocean, okay? I guess because there's like no walls or roofs, and you can just get as big as you can eat. And then the really crazy part to me is that this bus has thoughts, okay? It's a mammal. This bus has thoughts and feelings like a dog. And as I learned from a Google commercial that made me cry, dogs dream like humans and about similar things. And I think if A equals B equals C, so do whales. We've all heard the music, you know? They communicate. We've all heard whale sounds to study to. And there's no one driving the bus. You know what I mean? There's just a brain in there. That's the approximate shape and size of a Telfar medium shopper. In fact, this is a whale brain. This could be a whale's brain. Okay? And it's driving a double-decker bus through the ocean. Think about that. Nature is wild! Oh, and speaking of whales, didn't Brendan Fraser win that Oscar for playing fat in The Whale? So I guess playing gay is out and playing fat's back in. History is cyclical, and if anyone can teach us that, it's whales. If you're watching on your phone, you can click the subscribe button right here. And if you're watching on your computer, the subscribe button's over here. Wherever you're watching, please subscribe.